Beloved soul, thanks for being here tonight. One of my followers actually asked me to do a reading tonight, and I hadn't really prepared to do it because I've been feeling a little tired. But since we have a very strong energy coming in from both Venus and Mars, this full moon on the 16th of February 2022. Well, she asked me to do a reading and channel what they have to say. All right, tonight. So yeah. So be patient with me. This energy is not like the usual energies when we're channeling it, because we're talking about a goddess and a god, right? And their energies are powerful and will make me a little heavy. I want to say I'm using the love magic, and as you can see, the table is filled with really heavy crystals. Here, I'll show you the big ones. Wanted to join, and all right. So Venus is starting to. I'm actually hearing Divine Feminine is wanting to introduce Venus. All right, so that's what I'm getting already, and I brought in this one for the Venus energy, a very heavy rose quartz, right? So we'll start off with that energy. Okay, so they're telling me to use the angels and ancestors to begin with. All right. Okay, I'm going to say she about Venus and he about Mars. They're guiding me to do that. Okay. So now I'm reconnecting to the Venus energy. And it takes as long as it takes. Well, this card is just stuck. Okay, Shield Maiden. All right. So because bringing in energies this heavy, it takes a little time. All right. It feels like, they come from far away compared to other energies. All right. So and they're so huge in their energy, so it takes a while before they actually are able to enter my rather low vibrational system compared to theirs. Okay. So and so they have to, of course, take care of me just as well as they want to come in. All right. So So the Venus energy is showing me the sky and telling me that you guys, we all know her. That energy, we have looked at, the planet Venus, and we have, in some way, within ourselves, connected to that Venus energy. And and she's saying every time you look into the sky, look at the stars. I'm right there. I'm right there. Perhaps you don't know what you're looking at. Whenever you are longing for someone to love, I'm right there. Perhaps you don't know that you have actually addressed my energy. And once you address that energy of mine with your energy, then I'm there. I'm right there within you. And I come forth and I listen. Dearest human, beautiful soul, beloved friend, I love you more than words can explain and more than you will ever know. Because I am you and you are me. You are nothing without me. You come from what I represent. You come from love. And I care for you. I take care of you. And then I see her energy actually caressing your hair right now and showing me that you have been in pain. All right. So, and telling me that, well, the Venus energy has been around you every single time you have been sad, every single time you have been hurt. It's a part of your evolving. It's a part of your journey to come into a tug of war within yourself and with the divine masculine that only comes in to teach you about yourself. And also because divine masculine wants to learn from you as well, needs to learn from you. Both of you need to learn from each other. That's what it's all about. You can't run from that. You can learn to center yourself and be still and listen, so you won't be wrapped up in illusions. But you can't run from the fact that divine masculine is a part of you, as well as divine masculine, or you are a part of divine masculine. Can you find a caring sensation toward that other part of you that is masculine? Can you appreciate and be grateful for the teachings that divine masculine brings you? then you will feel so much more calm inside. You will be able to accept so much more. And you will be able to stop thinking about so many things that you worry about and obsess about. You can be still in that realization that it's all about you, it's all about your journey, it's all about you connecting to the other half within yourself. It's all you. Your soulmate is within. Okay. So I feel like now Divine Masculine wants to come in, and after that I'm hearing that I can pull some cards to get more into the details about what's going on for the collective group that's watching this video right now. Okay, so okay, they're asking me to touch the stone. Okay, because now I have to sort of ask Venus to, did I say Divine Masculine? I meant Mars, I'm sorry. Okay, it's because Divine Masculine comes in to introduce Mars, just as Divine Feminine introduced Venus. And I'm used to saying Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. So, well, now this is Mars. We're connecting to Mars's energy now, okay? Oh, this is more heavy for me. It's very masculine and I'm so sensitive, so oh my God. Just give me a moment. Just give me a moment. We have Moon. Okay, take note of intuitive messages. Yeah. All right. So okay, so Mars is being a little flirtatious with me in that energy that is coming in. Like winking at me, that energy. All right. All right. I want to. Just a minute. I'm gonna get rid of that energy. I don't know why it's coming in like that, and it's sort of confusing me. So what Mars is doing is flirting with me a little bit to show me that he's wanting to say that well, even though women has victimized themselves a lot because of, well, Divine Masculine's energies toward them, claiming they are narcissistic. Well, secrets now are being revealed, and Divine Feminines are all over the world slowly understanding that they too have a tendency to manipulate with the masculines through their sensuality. Divine Feminines have done this for thousands of years. And Divine Masculines has then figure out an answer to that behavior, and then both have been manipulating each other throughout history. But then these animalistic energies were hidden. They were hidden. So either divine feminine or divine masculines could show themselves completely and telling the world in a truthful way what was really going on inside of them, physically, sensually, sexually. And that has become that tug of war we all carry inside of ourselves, because divine feminine, divine masculine is a part of our soul. We are yin and yang inside us. And try to understand what a tug of war between the feminine and the masculine within you, within your own body system, emotional system, mental system, soul. What will it create inside of you? When yin and yang are battling each other, manipulating each other, right? And we're here to tell you this full moon that this is all being unraveled. The secrets are ready to be presented out into the circle of truth. And divine feminines, don't be afraid of divine masculines. They are not warriors. They're just larger than you. Their voices are deeper. Their muscles are stronger. But they are not warriors against divine feminines or against each other, other masculines. This is a misconception. Divine masculine, in its purest form, is here to protect divine feminines. Here to make ideas become realities. Here to create innovative, creations. And divine masculines have been longing for the creativity that divine feminines bring. We need you. Now, Mars is looking straight at Venus and saying, I need you. And Venus is saying, I need you too. Okay? Wow, what a loving moment. Now they're sort of, well, hugging or holding hands and looking each other into the eyes, and that's an energy I get just to show us that this is what this transformation is all about. That feminines and masculines take steps toward each other. And commit to cooperate through love, through acceptance, by forgiving and seeing things that happen from a higher perspective. Not nagging at the past or issues or things that happen, but letting that go. And accepting whenever you are angry at either divine masculine or divine feminine, you are angry at yourself. It's only you that comes in the middle here. Very, very deep emotional states, divine masculine, divine feminine within you, have been filled with shame and guilt and anger and jealousy. Vice versa. And take a look at what happens to your cells inside of your body when this is a very deep, hidden part of you. Take a look at what happens with your emotional state when you carry all those things, the guilt, the shame, the jealousy, the hate. You give it all to you. And you have been receiving that communication with open arms. Because you agree with the anger. You agree with the pain, the hurt, the shame, the guilt. Because it has been burned into your conception about you in another time, in another state of consciousness that has followed you life after life. Now it's time to let this go. It's time to really discover how much you have lying in there inside of you. How many of your reactions toward another has to do with the anger and fear and shame and guilt and jealousy you have inherited And sometimes when we see you argue with each other and blaming each other, we can't stop smiling because it is actually a little bit funny. Because none of you recognize where it all comes from. For that, your state of consciousness has not been able to recognize it. But now you're at a level vibrationally where you are actually able to look at this fault that you have carried and to say goodbye to it. And now now Venus and Mars are looking at each other again, and they're holding each other, both hands, holding them out and looking each other very deeply in the eyes. And a lot of love is just really coming from both of them. I just see it like as a light. There's sharing the love. It's profound with so much light and so much love is everywhere. It's from heart to heart, from well, it's all over both of their energy systems, and now they're kneeling, both of them. And they're hugging, and then they're actually laying down, holding each other. And then they're laughing. Heartfully, just they're laughing, and they're kissing, and they're caressing each other. They are so happy. And now they are sort of energetically entering one another. So they're sort of becoming one there on the ground. And now they're more like one big, bright pile of energy. And now there's sort of pulverizing, and well, it's like a huge pile of dusty light in all sorts of beautiful pastel colors, but it's still colors, but it's soft and beautiful pastel colors, and it's just being sort of blown out into the universe. So they are not really here anymore. The energy is pulling back. They just wanted to show us that they are have connected, and they want to teach us that you have to do the same within you first and foremost, and with whomever is your counterpart, by acceptance and by forgiveness and by patience and compassion and love. Okay, wow. So that was a beautiful energy. Just give me a minute. Because of course their energies are still here and around us. And within me, I just need to know what to do now. Okay, I'll just pull a few cards so we can clarify the Shield Maiden here. I just want to say, go back to what it was that both of them channeled here through me, that all the, holding back and having a sense of needing to protect themselves. Okay, so now Divine Feminine is wanting to channel. Okay, well, I have been protecting myself toward the Divine Masculine for so many years because I've been scared that they would hurt me in very different kinds of ways, both physical ways or emotional ways or mental ways, and karmically I'm getting. So this is what Divine Feminine is wanting to say with this Shield Maiden. Have been needing protection. All right, so I'm just really feeling that. Wow, here we go. Promise, new moon, and promise. It's not a full moon, it's a new moon, but it still is. What I'm getting here is Divine Feminine is saying something was put into place and things shifted and something sort of stopped blocking the female energy, the feminine energy. Okay, so and I'm really getting that the Divine Feminine energy, when they look upon a Divine Masculine energy, is more feeling more safe, more secure, because in a very beautiful energetic field, Divine Masculine has made a promise toward Divine Feminine, and vice versa, about from now on, Divine Masculines are not looking to hurt Divine Feminines anymore. I'm really feeling that it has to do with the grid. Something changed in the grid. That doesn't mean that some Divine Masculines really don't hurt Divine Feminines, because they still do, but something really is shifting this full moon. All right, so and Divine Masculine has moon. All right, and what I'm getting from this is, well, the moon is feminine, right? It is feminine, and it's intuitive, and it's sensitive, and it's deep, and it's about what's hidden, right? And Divine Masculine and Mars comes in with this card to tell us that they have, well, the masculine energy has been working to integrate the feminine energy, and all those beautiful feminine characteristics, right? Of knowing of inner knowing and of seeing the unseen, of creativity, of beauty. And I'm hearing from Divine Masculine that more and more men are really integrating their feminine side. And then I'm hearing it's hard for those men because many divine feminines are not looking for feminine men. They're looking for, even though they scold that energy and call the masculine stupid because they're too much a man, too unaware of the hidden things. They have been scolding men for that for years and years, right? But now, well, the divine masculine is coming in and saying, you know what? I am also a sensitive person. I also want love in my life. I also see beautiful things and crave beautiful things. And you have always wanted this, divine masculine is saying to the divine feminine. And now here we are, and actually giving you the love the way you have asked for the love for so long. And you are having trouble receiving it. Okay, so let's take a card more for divine masculine here and moon. Okay, wolf instinct. All right. Okay. Crazy energies tonight. Okay. Yeah, so the divine masculine is telling us that, their way to become more feminine and understand all the things that are unseen and not known, and the creativity and looking for beauty and stuff like that, they have actually went back to nature because it's more easy for divine masculine to follow their instinct than following their intuition. But they're saying that it still is sort of the same thing, okay? The instinct and the intuition. Because the instinct, like this wolf, for example, they're saying is, how do you think this wolf survives in the wilderness, right? There is a sense of intuition connected to the instinct. I'm hearing but it is the masculine energy that tends to go toward an instinct more than an intuition. Because it's more receiving what's around them than what's coming down from above. But it still is information that is beautiful and true. It's true, okay? No matter where it comes from. So, okay. So now I'm pulling in Divine Feminine again. I want to know what is going on with Divine Feminine life purpose. Yes, that's right. Okay, so what I'm hearing here is that so many Divine Feminine has been giving and giving and giving to a cause that really was never their own life purpose. And this moon wants them to stand up and listen to themselves, listen to their heart, to their soul, center themselves and connecting themselves to the question, who am I? What is my purpose in this life? What was I meant to do? What's in my blueprint? And have I done that up until now? If no, then start, figuring out what it is that you truly love to do and what you truly are so good at, okay? And this is what's happening with many Divine Feminines right now, okay? And Divine Feminine is saying, you want to give back to the world. This is what it's about to have a purpose in life. The feeling and the sensation that whatever you came in with, you are able to use and give back to the world, because the world really truly needs you. Your uniqueness, your beautiful skill that no one else has. It is yours. You carry it alone. And no one else can decide for you what it is that you're good at or what you love to do. Only you know. And there is an energy of, well, trust in your own ability to step into your purpose and unfold it. Is happening right now. All right. Okay. So I'm pulling in Divine Masculine again here. Okay, I get 2 cards, I'm not sure. Willpower. Okay. Wow, powerful energies here for Divine Masculine. Okay. The other card was healing, and I don't know if I have to channel that. I'll just put it down. Yeah, I'm sorry, I have to bring in another energy every time I shift, okay? So now we're bringing in Divine Masculine again. And Mars's energy is still, well, standing there in the background or just still hovering, I feel like, all right? So this is very heavy energy, all right? So powerful beings we're dealing with tonight. Wow, I feel like with this energy, with this card, willpower, it's like, I will do whatever. I will have you. If I want you, I will come and I will get you. You should never, ever wait for a Divine Masculine to make up their mind, Divine Feminine. Because when a Divine Masculine wants a Divine Feminine, they will come for you. They will come and they will get you. Divine Feminine, you have been hiding yourself too long behind your obsessive fantasies and illusions and creating relationships that never really was or ever happened or would happen. If a divine masculine in this energy that is coming in now wants you, they will come and they will get you. Okay? You will not doubt, at least, that this divine masculine wants you. And I'm hearing that divine masculine is going to be more outspoken about their emotional sensations. I'm hearing is it's like the new kind of fashion that divine masculines. I'm hearing the word SMS and I'm hearing online. Okay, so on these platforms, divine masculines that were not really able to say what they were feeling, they can do it more easy behind well, these medias, because they're not, you know, standing right in front of you like before. And divine feminines will experience a new type of communication from the divine masculines. And I'm seeing smileys and hearts and flowers and stuff like that. Okay, so it's like a new type of communication. And then we see the world in the card, right? It's like, and the moon. We have both of, you know, these energies here. It's beautiful. And I'm seeing the world like the World Wide Web. Okay, that's what's coming in. So yeah, there are things about the World Wide Web that can be scary in so many ways. But without it, we would not be able to connect with each other to create this new world. All right, so don't be so afraid of it. I'm hearing there are many things that you can actually benefit from, right? Okay. Should we have some more okay, I'll do a sacred power reading card here. I'm just not really feeling that we should do like up until now it's more general. Okay, if you want answers, I'm not sure regarding your own relationship. This is more general, and it's not general, it's more eternal. I want to say your eternal journey and what's going on between divine masculine, divine feminine. So okay, for divine feminine we get the sacred wisdom. Okay, wow. Yeah. Oh my God, so much fear, so much doubt has been released in the feminine energy. The feminine energy is showing me they're standing tall and strong. So much power, so much strength compared to before has happened and I'm hearing the past 2 years, and then 12 years, but especially 2 years. The development has multiplied the frequencies that were before 2 years ago. 100 years have happened in 2 years. That's what they're saying. Okay, so and divine feminines are so much stronger because of it. And they know now that their job is to provide the sacred wisdom that they carry deep inside their souls, and to communicate in multidimensional ways. And they haven't been able to because nobody heard them. Nobody listened because, well, the divine masculine was so dominating and was looking for, well, scientific answers all the time, or proof. Every time a divine feminine said, "Would I feel this? I sense this." And then they would be shut down by that old paradigm energy, right? But that's not what's happening now. What's happening now is that the sacred wisdom within divine feminines, the oracles that they are, it's coming alive again. And it's because it's been held back for so many years, because it only takes that many rejections until you just say to yourself, you know what, it's not worth it. I'll just stay quiet. I won't say anything. So the feminine energy has hidden itself from sharing sacred wisdom, right? And but that's not going to be like that anymore, I'm hearing. All right, so and there the power comes flowing up into the divine feminine's energy, because now there is actually no blockages, there is room for it, and there is space for it. And it can flow out into the world. And perhaps there will still be hesitations in many reciprocants, but divine feminine doesn't care anymore. This energy doesn't care anymore, because they have found their truth, and they know now that they're free to say and speak every single word they want to say and communicate. The fear has been lifted. And divine feminine has a truth that is huge. It's larger than any science, any university, any, well, historical event. This wisdom, it comes from the source, the universal source of truth. And more divine feminines are starting to speak that truth, and recognizing that when they said a sentence or a word, even though they were still doubting if they, what it, was, how it was going to be, reciprocated, they understand that, well, it actually seemed to be the truth. Okay? And the more Divine Feminine's energy starts trusting, their knowing, then the more often they will be right. It's a matter of practice, they say, okay? All right, so, and I'm hearing also while I'm channeling this, Divine Feminine is also within Divine Masculines and men, okay? So, so this can also be a truth for the Divine Masculine. I mean men, gender-wise, okay? All these masculines and gods and goddesses and oh my god, I'm really trying to, yeah. Okay, so, okay, I'm pulling in Divine Masculine and Mars energy again here. It's hard work on a sensitive body like me, but I'll do it. I'll do it, okay? Okay, 2 cards again, and okay, soul journey, all right? Yeah, and so what I'm getting here is more and more Divine Masculines are recognizing that they have or are on and participating in their own soul journey, and their own, for some, spiritual journeys, all right? Because more and more are recognizing that we are more than just a body and a mind and, well, feelings, that we have a soul. We think and we can think about and reflect about, well, ourselves and about our reality. So that connects us to more than just being only, well, 3D, right? And more Divine Masculines are recognizing that, okay? Even though many of them can be stubborn, but well, the more Divine Feminine sort of opens up their truth and their power, the more Divine Masculines will be affected by it, all right? That means that within a man, they will actually very soon, I'm hearing, not be able to ignore that they are more than than just a third dimensional being. They're and there is more between heaven and earth. And perhaps it's not something that they recognize mentally, but it's an inner sensation. It's a feeling. It's just an inner sensation of understanding that the energy that surrounds them and is within them, and how everything is communicating inside of them and outside of them. All right, so yeah, I have to take the other card as well here for Divine Masculine. Unconditional love. Yeah, so the fatherly love is being activated, has been activated in a strong way, especially the past 12 years. And fathers have been asked to participate more in the family structure, and taking care of children, and and playing a mother's role, and that has opened up their internal feminine side, while divine feminine has become stronger and have more trust in themselves and more power here, which is also sort of a masculine trait, right? Divine masculine has been opening up their heart, and they have done that because of the children. They have not been able to keep their heart shut anymore because a child was put in their arms. Divine feminine put the child in divine masculine's arms and said, you take care of them because I want to have a career. I'm not doing this all the time. I need your help now. We're equal, right? And divine masculine it opened their heart, and that doesn't mean divine masculines didn't have a heart before at all, right? But it was more closed. It was more like, this is not my job, it's your job. But once they started to actually open that heart toward this beautiful unconditional love toward their children, there was no way of shutting down the heart again. So, well, in that sense, the feminine energy sort of arrived in the divine masculine's heart. Okay, so what I'm getting is I have to tell you that now that you know these things about this, collaboration between these energies, then you can, put that knowledge within yourself, your body, your energetic system, and let them both exist within you by understanding and loving both of them, forgiving both of them, or accepting both of them. And once you do that within yourself, you will be able to do that with your next partner, okay? Because they carry the same things inside of them as you do. Okay? So, is there more? Is there a closing? Tree of life and transformation. All right, so sure, purification and communication. Okay, let's just do them really fast because they just come out as well, this is part of life. This is part of life, and this is what it's all about. You are not you are, okay, I have to say that with the tree of life, you are not being put as a solo individual upon this earth, like put, boom, and there you are all alone. And that's what everybody wants to think, that we are individuals, and we're alone till the day we die, and we can decide when we want to die and stuff like that. But this energy wants to say that I have to say the words of Alan Watts. He said, you are a part of the earth, just like a branch has grown out from a tree. You have been born out of this earth. You're connected. You are connected to the earth. Okay? So all this solo, I'm so cool, I can do everything, and I can just take all the medicine, then I won't die, or whatever. And I can just take a vaccine and then I won't die, or whatever. It's just, that's all an illusion. You know, you don't choose. Nobody chooses when they will die. I'm hearing, okay. So become a part of nature, become a part, accept that you are a part of nature, that you are a part of everything. Okay, that's a part of your transformation. Both of their transformations right now, but they're rising here like phoenix, right? They're rising, and in understanding of what it's all about, really. Okay. And being purified, and being purified. And we can all feel it, right? The purification. We feel tired, we feel like heavy, and we ask ourselves, am I sick, am I you know? But it's because we're going through a development that's like 100 years pushed into 2 years, like, so we are moving, the energies are moving so fast, because the higher we rise in frequency, the faster the energy goes. All right. So and our energy bodies are not used to that. Okay, we're not used to the high frequency. So, and that's what makes us tired. But so I'm really getting, have patience with each other in all your relationships, because we are all going through it. Okay, we're all going through it. All right, and with the communication card, I'm getting the multidimensional state again, that we are learning right now to communicate in other ways than with our tongue and with our mind and with our, you know, speech. We are learning to communicate telepathically through our third eyes, back and forth, and clairvoyantly through our hearts, back and forth. And cognitively receiving messages from our guides and from our soul, from our higher self, from angels, from, you know what, and in our crown chakra, receiving communication and healing and stuff like that, right? So the ways of communication have more than the third dimensional language. The ways of communication, it comes in lots of different other languages that we are not really used to recognizing as something real or true, right? And we're learning that. Everybody's learning that right now, okay? So remember that when you're shouting at your boyfriend and saying, you idiot, you stupid, you know, they're also going through it. Everybody is going through it. Everybody's transforming. Everybody's learning. Everybody is being purified. Everybody's being healed. Everybody is receiving new messages they have never really heard before or haven't felt or tried before. Okay, so yeah, yeah, this is what I had for you, you guys. Wow, a very beautiful reading from these divine beings. So I really want to thank them. I want to thank Venus. I want to thank Mars. I want to thank Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine. And I want to thank you, Collective, for being here. And I want to thank my follower. I can't remember her name right now because I'm in a zone of something weird here. But thank you so much for inspiring me to do this reading. You felt the inspiration and you said something. Yeah, so that's good. We should all do that, right? You feel an inspiration, then write it and push send. Okay. All right. So thank you so much, you guys. I love you so much. And thank you so much for listening tonight. I'll see you next time. Take care.